Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey, everybody, this is the art part of the show. ART, art stands for Attilio's Random Thoughts, and they're anything but random because I think about these throughout the week, and then I bring them to you in this moment, and the information I share with you is hopefully something, not hopefully, it is if you use it in your life, make a better version of you and a better experience for the people around you. So here we go. Leadership. What did I just say?
Leadership.
So we take a course at Keller Williams called BOLD, which stands for
Business Objective Life by Design.
And it's typically, originally it was geared towards realtors, and once a week, one day a week for 7 weeks on how to dive deep on all the skills and behaviors that are necessarily be highly successful in real estate. And what they learned is that it's the same in any business. Mm-hmm. So leadership. In there are what we call bold laws. What's one of the bold laws? And it starts with your business or business owner or whatever.
Your business grows to the extent that you do.
All right. So if you want your business to grow, what you need to do is pound 20 Twinkies every day, because then no, that's not the kind of growth I'm talking about.
Personal growth from inside.
Growth, the inside. It's the growth you can't see, but you'll experience it, right? Are there people in your life where you're like, dang, I wish I didn't have that experience? And are there people in your life, well, I wish I could experience that more? Mm-hmm. So you figure out, if you don't know which one you're in, you're probably in the latter. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. So here's what we learned is that if you're in a company, make sure that you're following leadership that they are growing, because if they're not growing and improving, then they're not worthy of to be followed. Mm-hmm. They're not worthy of that leadership. So why do I bring this up, Adrienne?
Well, we just got back from 5 days of intense personal growth and development. Through PSI. Through
PSI. So I highly recommend it if you're looking for a corporate training program. PSI Seminars, been in Hawaii for over 50 years. You attend these courses, and we make them part of our corporate training program because what they're teaching you is the language of success. Mm-hmm. And the language of success starts with not being a victim. Mm-hmm. So I'll say a victim statement, you say the opposite of it. You know, it's everybody else's fault that I have all these problems in my life.
It's my fault that I've got these problems in my life.
You know, everybody around me is they're so rude.
I am choosing to be offended by these people around me.
Yeah, or I'm rude and everything around me is a reflection of what's happening in my life. Speaking of someone that is a reflection of what it takes to be a highly professional, highly accountable person that you would trust with millions of dollars of your real estate investment, who's that person?
That would be Duke Kimhan of Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Hey, Duke.
Hey, I wonder what my company value was worth with all the properties that we manage. That would be a good question to ask.
I would say a cajillion. A cajillion, because, you know, the value, Duke, I mean, seriously, the value that I see in the company that you're running is the feedback that you guys get from your owners and your tenants.
We get some pretty good surveys back. Yeah. And we just gotten like 5 Yelps in a row.
Yeah.
So it's been, and 2 of them were from tenants.
Yeah. Those are hard ones to get. Those are hard ones to get from the tenants, right?
It is. I would say for every 30 we get from the owners, we get 1 from the tenant.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's bad because we didn't give them the security deposit back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a battle.
Yeah.
Tenants are your best friends going in and your mortal enemy coming out.
Yes.
Except for it sounds like these most recent reviews, these tenants were pleased.
Yeah.
They were happy.
Yeah, and you know what?
They
were
say?
So pleased that they moved to another property that we manage.
Mm.
Yeah. We've had people tell us.
Specifically asked the property manager, I want to stay within your company.
You know, they like the song in That song, the experience. They like the experience of Hawaii Pacific Property Management, so they want to stay with that experience. And so,
but while we're talking about value, I just want to go over a real quick subject.
Yes.
That people always ask, how do you determine the rent? Or when are we going to raise our rent? Those are two very, very common questions we get from owners.
Yes.
And the answer is simple. Your rent is based on two things: the comps around you, what other things are renting for, and the value of your property.
Yeah.
So you could be right next to somebody, and your value could be $50,000 different.
That's true.
Your lot could be bigger. It could be fenced in. You could have an extra bathroom versus 1.5. You could have 2 bathrooms. There's so many things. And when the tenants go out looking, they don't have the opportunity to check the MLS.
Yeah.
All they're looking at is the pictures and the price and their budget. So when do we raise the price of the rent is when the value of your property goes up. And it may not do that every year, but I guarantee every other year your property has gone up in value. So it's time to raise the rent.
Yeah. You know what? We've had people come to us. So, we've done 1,700 transactions in the last 20 years. And I will tell you, every time we get a for rent by owner, we call them furbos, they're renting below market. And if they had just hired professional property management, you guys,
it would have more than paid for itself.
The fees, with the rental analysis and all of that, they left literally thousands of. They're trying to save pennies, and $100 bills were flying over their heads.
I mean, we saw some that were they were like $1,000 off,
and it was
on their
so
rent.
hard to get the tenants out because they were just sticker shocked when they had to go rent at market level.
I just had an owner ask me for advice because he's going to self-manage. And he says, what websites do you guys post on?
Yeah.
I said, it's crazy that you would ask me that and want to self-manage.
Yeah.
Why don't you just continue to have me manage your house? Because we managed it for 4 years.
Yeah.
And now he wants to self-manage to save 10%.
I think it's like...
Well, maybe he'll have that experience over the next several months, and they'll be back like, oh, I don't like this. This is not fun.
This is not a reflection on that person. And we don't know who that is anyway. We never mentioned them by name.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that when you have a scarcity mindset, it's a cost. And when you have an abundance mindset, it's an investment. Same 10%. And I look at it, Robert Kiyosaki, he's like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He said, do not manage your own stuff. Do not manage your own stuff. Because then you focus on toilets instead of going and finding the next property or other investments. Get the call with the toilet exploding.
Yes.
Not you.
And, people will pull up off the internet a copy of a 5-page Hawaii lease.
Yeah.
And it won't have any addendums.
Yeah.
Our lease has 22 pages. We have a 17-page addendum.
Wow.
So, tenants don't even read it. They just sign it. And they're like, okay, let's go.
It's like every time something has come up, you guys are adding it to the addendum to protect the owners and yourselves,
to protect the owner and to protect ourselves. Or the law changes.
Well, that's an interesting comment there, the law. The Hawaii Tenant Landlord Code. How is it written? Is it written for the owner or for the tenant, Duke?
No, it's written for the tenant. But one big law change that just happened was passed, and it's in our Core 8 right now, is that instead of a 5-day pay or quit notice, the law requires you to do a 10-day pay or quit notice.
Wow.
Big difference.
Wow.
So that's the biggest change you'll see in your Core 8.
Yeah. That's like trying to break up with one crazy person. You're like, oh, wait a minute. I want to break up with you next week. Oh, no, you got to wait 2 weeks now. What?
Yeah, 10 days is a long time.
What happens if you screw that up and you don't?
You start again.
Start again. And I am
Right now, Did I?
You're still here. You're still here.
Yeah. Okay. Right now, the way it sits, if you have a tenant that refuses to pay rent, you will not get them out for 100, and so it's 10 days, 30, 30, and 30. So 110 days.
Wow. And if the tenant really knows how to work the law, they can really, you know,
and you're not collecting
mess
rent.
you up. Yeah, that's a long time. And,
So
and
usually
your
you're gonna
mortgage
wait
is still
till about
paying
the
the
10th.
owed.
And you'll say, hey, I'll give you a 10-day pay or quit. So
Yeah.
now you're on the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you can file for court,
Yeah.
30 days later, you get a court date. You go to court, and the judge will say, you guys got to go to mediation.
Yeah.
Here's another 30 days. So you go to mediation. The tenant says, I'm not going to pay you.
Yeah.
So then mediation will tell the court he refused to pay. And then you go back to court 30 days later.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's 110 days.
And you know what? That's
3
pretty
months,
scary.
3 mortgage payments.
Now let's talk about what you guys do to avoid the situation, because with the amount of properties that are managed, I mean, I think that this situation happens far and few between with Hawaii Pacific Property Management. Like just considering the volume of homeowners that you're helping.
Yeah, you guys are like the Moderna
so
for eviction.
We do such a big upfront amount of work to make sure everybody has the means to pay.
Yep.
Commanding officer information, BAH stubs, and everything. We get everything from the military. And then if you're just some guy off the street that has, a middle to low paying job, we're going to make sure that your girlfriend or your wife has enough to cover 2.5 times the rent.
Yeah.
It's so basic.
Yep.
So everyone's on the hook, not just the one person.
Yeah, but most people don't know this whole process.
Yeah.
And they don't know, they think it's all about how much money, percentage-wise, can I save from the property manager or each month. When the big picture comes in, when you go and try to go to court with a tenant, that's why you hire a property manager.
Duke, Adrienne and I, we just came back from Vegas. I know you like to go Vegas too, and we like,
I saw the pics,
yeah, and we was talking with one of our friends over there that we know real well, and they had just bought a fourplex, and in one of the units, she's telling us the tenant used fake ID. As soon as she got in there, she's like not paying the rent at all, knew exactly how to work the system, and then actually was attempting to steal their identity. I said, this is why you hire professionals.
Yep.
Like, I didn't know that was happening, but she was asking me, like, well, how should I try? Because there's da. And she's like, oh, my goodness, that's what happened to us. And it was like there you go. It was a nightmare for them, and they learned their lesson. But I said, just hire professionals to do that. But the challenge was, I said, with Duke and his team to do the eviction guarantee, and we have yet to find another company that does that in the state of Hawaii, let alone anywhere else in the U.S.
I know.
Yeah, Vegas is one of the toughest towns for tenants because it's already got a short-term mentality.
Yeah.
People go there to see if they're going to make it big or get a good job or whatever, and then they're in and out of that city in 1 year.
Sure.
The transient population of Las Vegas, their stay is less than 16 months.
Yeah.
So that's not good for the property management side.
Well,
that's one of the reasons why I live there and I don't work there.
But all right, thanks, Duke, for the big tips for that.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's our scary stories of renting on your own.
All right, that's Duke Kimhan of Hawaii Pacific Property Management. He is an expert we trust. You can find out all about him under our resource tab.
Yeah, at teamlally.com. Hey, speaking of another expert that we trust, with one of the biggest financial, if not the biggest financial decision you make in your life, that's buying a property. And what do you need to do to buy a property? Unless you're a billionaire or you got cash.
You got to get pre-approved.
You got to get pre-approved. You got to get financing. We have, who do we have?
We've got Danny Langerman giving us a call from the DHA Financial.
Hey, Danny, what you got for us this week?
Hey guys, so actually with rates dropping the past week or so here, I've been getting a lot of questions about actually refinancing.
Yeah.
And so they're asking me, what does it take, or does it make sense if refinance if I, drop a full percentage point or a half? Where does it make sense? So that's where I wanted to explain. It's all about the break-even point.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're doing, you're taking the break-even point, meaning how much you're going to save each month versus what the closing costs are.
Yeah.
So, example of especially like there in Hawaii, if you lower your interest rate a half a point and you're saving $300 a month, and say your closing costs are $6,000, so you divide $6,000 by the 300, so your break-even point is going to be 20 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's something you have to take a look at rather than, I know a lot of money managers, I've heard in my expertise, like, well, it's got to be at least 1 point. Not necessarily always the case.
Yeah.
So that even point is typically where you're going to want to be. And, with as large as the mortgages are in Hawaii, the monthly savings there can be significant.
Yeah. So I think, you know what, and here's the deal. I think, Danny, you're like the easy button. If you're not sure if you should refinance, they should just give you a call.
Yeah, and run the numbers and see, does it make sense?
Danny, will you
for your particular situation?
Will you hear what they say? Do the calculation for them, and then I know the answer already, but be integrity and say, hey, no, I don't think you should do a refinance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where it doesn't make sense, and it's hey, look, if rates drop down another half a point, then we take a look at it again.
Yeah, Danny. So in Hawaii, this is what we say: can, no can, no can. That's it. So Danny's going to be right up front with you, tell you can, or he's going to say no can, no can. If it makes sense, Danny, if the numbers make sense, and they're going to say, Danny, should I do it? You're going to say, you ready, Danny?
I'm ready.
Okay, repeat after me. You're going to say, shoots.
Shoot.
That's it.
Okay.
That's like that's Hawaii style, big thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
I was, I don't know why it just popped in my head. I was on YouTube watching last night, and Jason Momoa was at the Kapolei. When he comes into town, he goes straight to Kapolei Zippies.
Oh.
And it was funny. He had two guys from England, and they were over there. Just go look it up on YouTube. He's coming across me because I'm as a native Hawaiian, one of the more pivotal movies explaining about our race and our culture has just hit Apple TV, and he's not even paying me to promote this. Do you know the name of the movie? It's Chief of War. Chief of War. If you guys want to, I've seen the highlights. I don't have Apple TV, so maybe I got to get it just for this movie. I hope it makes its way to Netflix. But I've seen the making of it, and then all the premiere was, I think they did the premiere
a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Colina. And it's called Chief of War, and Jason Momoa does not play King Kamehameha, another local actor.
It's a mini-series.
It's a mini-series, but it's I just looked at the making of it, and they had, the director/writer said they had over 15 cultural consultants on there to make sure that they were being as accurate as possible. So it looks like an amazing movie. So way to go to Jason Momoa. If you're hearing my voice, or Jason Momoa's people is hearing our voice, love to have you as a guest in the Team Lally Real Estate Show to help promote you, what you're doing for our community, and what you're doing to communicate what it means to be a Hawaiian, and our history and our culture. And again, the movie is Chief of War. It's on Apple TV.
Okay, so moving on
Speaking of Momoa,
we're going to go to Manoa.
Now we're going to go to Manoa Deal of the Week.
Deal of the Week in Manoa. So this one is just come on the market. It's listed at $1,399,000. It is an 8-bedroom. It's actually a 4-bath. 1,500 square foot home.
Yeah, this is a rare investment opportunity in the heart of Momoa Valley.
No, Manoa. Manoa.
If Jason had a valley, it would be called Momoa Valley, but it's Manoa Valley, ideal for both investors and owner occupants.
Yeah, you could live in one of the homes and then rent out the other 3 units. So there's 4 separate units, each with private entrances. 4
individual electric meters, streamlined for multi-tenant use.
Beautiful tropical surroundings near Manoa Falls and UH.
Close to top schools, local shops, and popular eateries.
Level, cleared lot with, there's like 4 parking spaces and street parking.
Yeah, plenty parking. Anyway,
Plenty
peaceful
parking.
residential setting with city views. That's our deal of the week, Mamoa. Deal of the week, Mamoa.
Manoa.
No, I'm just saying Mamoa.
This is 1914 Manoa Road.
Yeah.
All right. We also have some open houses.
Yeah, let's talk about the open houses.
All right. So we've got one Saturday. Speaking of Manoa Road, that one's going to be open on both Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday 2 to 5, so you can go check it out. And then also Sunday from 10 to 12.
If you're driving up that road, Manoa Road, past Punahou High School and stuff like that, just look for the Team Lally signs. You'll see it.
Open all weekend long.
Yep. All right.
All right. Next, onto the Sunday open houses. So we've got
This
from
one
11
in Honolulu.
11 to 3, 725 Kapilani Boulevard, number 3903. This is
the
our
penthouse.
The penthouse.
Yeah. So
Yes.
there's also a co-ownership opportunity. Maybe you come to Hawaii, a couple months out of the year, and you don't want the headache of owning it all year long. Get 3 of your friends and get into a co-ownership at $1.2 million.
Yeah. All right. And it has over $250,000 in luxury designer upgrades.
Panoramic city views, diamond head, and mountain views.
Gourmet kitchen with top tier Melee appliances.
Miele.
Miele. Miele.
I should know better. I used to work at the Surfco Appliance Showroom in Mapunapuna. It's Miele.
Mile.
It sounds Hawaiian, but I think I know it sounds Hawaiian, but it's not. It's European. Resort style amenities in prime Kakako location.
All right. Next 3 open houses are from 2 to 5 on Sunday.
Yeah.
So this next one's in Kapolei. It's on Kakala Street, 1904, listed at $700,000.
It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,300 square feet condo.
Open concept layout with modern finishes.
Brand new AC and water heater under warranty.
Resort style pool close to Kolina and White Plains Beach.
All right.
And it's a short sale.
It's a short sale, sold as is.
All right. The next 2.
921036 Makakilo Drive, number 21. This is obviously in Kapolei, and the list price reduced.
Just reduced, $590,000.
All right. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1,200 square feet condo.
Freshly renovated with Saltillo tile and oak flooring.
The double L. Hey, I'm not even Spanish, and I know the double L is pronounced like a Y. Saltillo tile, oak flooring, spacious front yards, and mountain views.
Ample storage, including attic space.
Access to Palehuahale community pool and amenities.
All right, last one. This is in Honolulu. On Kualei Street, 1801, listed for $450,000.
This is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 40 square feet condo.
There is a VA assumable loan at 3.5% and a very low gap.
The gap means what the existing mortgage is and the purchase price, very low gap. Bright corner unit with 163 square feet of lanai and city views.
New paint, stainless steel appliances, and an in-unit washer dryer.
Oversized walk-in closet and covered parking.
It is very close to UH, Waikiki, and Ala Moana.
So those are our open houses. If you're wondering, Attilio, Adrienne, how come you guys have so many open houses? Because sellers love working with us, folks. Don't take our word for it. Look at how many open houses we're talking about every week on the show.
Check out our reviews.
Yeah.
So speaking of reviews, we have one from Corey Moniz.
Hey, one more thing I want to do a shout out to is you agents out there. You're struggling. You're like, I wish I had an open house I could go sit so I can get more clients. I don't have any open houses to sit. Maybe you should come to our career night September 3rd.
No, September 8th.
September 8th. I don't even forget. Never mind what I said. Go to HawaiiCareerNight.com, HawaiiCareerNight.com. You struggling. We're going to throw the life ring out. And we're going to come in the boat. We can help you.
All right. So this review is from Corey.
Yeah.
We are out of state and needed some comps run on a specific property. This team went above and beyond and had us the information within just a few hours. We weren't looking for a realtor. We just needed information, and they didn't even hesitate to help.
Yeah.
If we ever do need a realtor in Hawaii, we definitely know who we will be calling.
You know, it's so confusing to go on the internet and say, hey, best realtor in whatever, and do a search. And here's what I would tell you. Here are the questions. Once you first of all, number one thing that you should be looking at on deciding on who to call is what, if you're going on the internet?
Go look at the reviews.
Look at the reviews. We're really, really good at what we do. You should trust us. But even if you don't trust us, go to our reviews, because we got how many?
A little over 800.
How many stars?
On average, 5 stars.
5-star, over 800 5-star reviews. Don't take our word for it that we're going to give you a very good experience. just check out our reviews. So check out the reviews. Then you pick up the phone and you call them. And then what's another indicator that they might be hungry for your business?
They answer the phone.
They answer the phone. If you get the voicemail and they
Hello?
call you 2 days later saying, never mind, no can list with me because you took too long. Because if they're taking that long to get back to you, what are they going to be doing with buyers that want to buy your property? Hello? Okay.
All right, we do need to take a break, but stay with us. When we come back, we'll be talking with Anusha Paramesvaran, a dynamic leader in real estate who's built a career on service, strategy, and heart. She'll be opening up about her journey, the moments that shaped her, and the mindset that keeps her moving forward.
Again, her name is Anusha Paramesvaran.
Thank you. So stay with us.
Decades 107.9 playing the greatest music ever made. It's Mornings with Augie. Hey, you know someone that moved to the mainland but left the rental property behind? So Amber wanted to create a new investment opportunities on the mainland, but she had to sell her island rental first. So she reached out to our good friends Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Handling the business virtually with Amber, Adrienne and Attilio came prepared with multiple 5-star selling strategies, including adjusting Amber's selling price expectations, and the home sold in days. If you're in the market to sell your home and you want a team that will make you the most money with the least amount of drama, you can trust our good friends Adrienne and Attilio of Team Lally. Give them a call today, 808-799-9596. That's 808-799-9596. They're trusted. You see these signs all over in my community. Visit teamlally.com today. That's teamlally.com today.
Hey, Sean Hannity here, talking with the only real estate agent in your market I recommend. Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Now more than ever, buyers and sellers need an expert to navigate this ever-changing market. And what do you do to stand out?
Hey, Sean, we are a team with over 500 plus 4.9 star reviews, over 1,600 transactions under belt, and 20 years in the business. It's going to take a lot of resources to get a home sold today.
What kind of programs do you offer?
Sean, we offer the guaranteed sale, instant offer close in 12 days, $10K for upgrades, love it or leave it, no hassle listing. No matter what situation the client is in, we've got solutions.
Great update. Thank you for keeping us informed. Put the most experience and the best marketing to work for you. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In Honolulu, I work with Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi. Adrienne, Attilio, and their team sell a home every 72 hours and have over 750 5-star reviews. Go to teamlally.com and find out in just seconds what your home is really worth.
The Team Lally Real Estate Show continues.
Give it to me, I'm worth it.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm still Attilio.
And if you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey, everybody. Our guest today is a dedicated real estate professional who leads with heart, experience, and a genuine passion for helping others succeed. She serves as the CEO of Anusha and Associates and Regional Director of the United Home Group in Southern and Central Southern California, where she supports agents and clients alike with care and clarity.
With a background that spans a wide range of real estate, from working with first-time home buyers to guiding investors, she brings a thoughtful and service-oriented approach to every interaction. Please welcome our guest, Anusha Paramesvaran. And if Anusha, please correct me.
Anusha, say it.
Say your last name, please.
Say your last name
correctly.
Oh my God, I love you guys. Paramesvaran.
There we go.
Okay.
But you know what? I say it wrong every time. I say it different every time I say it. So.
That's okay. It's like I just be like, that's what she said. What she said. That's her last name. What she said. But yeah, hey, I can relate with a name like Attilio. People are like, what do your family call you? Yeah, a bit like I got called Artilio, Armadillo, Artillery, a Hillary. Anyway, I'm like, I just tell them, just don't call me late for dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Anusha, we are so excited to have you. You know, people, we're we do the show and it's and then people visually can't see it. I think in the future we'll have our guests on there, but I'll give you people a visual. If you were to look for a Indian supermodel, that's Anusha. If I and I'm not like very beautiful lady. You know what? And for us, the beauty is not only on the exterior but also on the inside, because you have a lot of beautiful people out there. They're not too. They're not. I don't want to be around them.
And that all that you've been able to share with the Keller Williams agents over here. Every time you come to visit, you're always giving and providing value.
Yeah, if there was a meaning for Anusha in the Indian, it would be authentic.
That's right.
I don't know. What's your
you guys are so sweet. Thank you.
Do you know? Is there a meaning of your first name?
Yeah, it means star, like stars in the sky.
Nice.
Yeah, it means star.
All right. So. To walk us through, so the Hawaiian word is olelo. That means like your story, your history. What did you do before entering real estate?
So prior to entering real estate, that was 2008 when I entered real estate. I was just about going through a divorce, a pretty nasty divorce. I was focusing on being a mom. And that I was 20. I was just getting into 30, somewhere around there. So that's what I was doing just before entering real estate.
So for those people, we just like all those people thinking right now, I had to come from like some super corporate, like sales executive, high powered, blah, blah, blah. That's how all those people are being successful in real estate. We just blew that out.
Yep.
Yeah. It was this 2008. Everybody knows what was going on in 2008 and 9.
It was like a mortgage meltdown, and it was global.
People were running from the real estate industry in that career, and Anusha's just diving right in.
People were quitting the industry at that time.
And
so what made you decide to jump right in? In 2008, that was an interesting time.
So how did you get involved with real estate?
So I actually, first generation, I'm a product or child of immigrant parents.
Nice.
And my dad was an accountant. However, he had all these side jobs going on. Like he had a property management business and he would sell land. He didn't really do houses, but he did land. And I just remembered as a child, like walking acres with him and him kind of trying to figure out what the acreage was. And it was so cool to get to spend that time with him. And as I was going through this divorce, it was a really nasty divorce and bankruptcy, and I lost everything, and it was a very abusive marriage and all of that I was in. I didn't want a man or anybody else to ever tell me like that I had to get time off to spend time with my daughter, right? I was walking into being a single mom and all of it. So I just went back to childhood and just remembered my dad would have this time. It was like he would take us and measure land, and then he would get this really great commission check, and we would go to England or we would go to Singapore, which is such not reality in real life, right? Like, I don't know. So I thought, okay, well, I can work in real estate. I'm going to sell a whole bunch of houses, and life is going to be amazing. So that was what kind of got me into real estate. I just thought that I would have freedom of time and make all this money, which is true. You can do that if you structure it the right way, and if you have, if you train yourself and have a great team and a great model, then yeah, you can do that.
Anusha, is that what actually happened though when you first started your journey in real estate in 2008? Like, what was it like being a new agent back then?
Oh, it was.
Take us back in time.
It was a short sale market back then. It was a short sale market, and I actually was selling homes in an area that it was like $85,000. I think my first couple homes were $45,000 houses. You could buy a car more than you. So being in an industry like that, short sale market, $45,000 homes, you could buy a Cadillac more than that, and a single mom with bills. It was literally food on the table? Like, is it McDonald's that day, or is it the gas bill? Like, what's more important?
Yeah.
Right. So very quickly, just going back to the roots of like watching my dad hustle.
Yeah.
It just became very quickly like door knocking every single day. I was out there networking, and it just that mentality of, I really learned a lot about myself, like just the growth when I would go sit in the office and see seasoned agents were leaving the industry, and here I am, like, am I crazy to not go get a, what I would put air quotes, like real job?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And thank God I was with the company, KW. I was at that was the first company I was with, the only company I've ever been with. And
nice.
I remember jumping into what was back then Camp 443, which is today Ignite. And it saved my life. Like, it literally taught me everything I needed to do. And I was the best student that I could possibly be, because there was no other option.
Yeah.
But to succeed and but to win, right? So I just did everything that I was taught in Camp 443. I made my contacts. I door knocked the doors. I did the open houses. I had to build my business from scratch. And that's literally what I had to do.
Anusha, what you described, those action steps, do you think those have completely changed fast forward to today?
No.
No.
It hasn't. Some of it maybe.
Yeah.
I think, like, for a new agent, I think it's very important that the new agents, like, really lean in to learning.
Yeah.
And just being a sponge, which is what I was then, and I don't think that's any different now. Like, being a sponge, shadowing experienced agents, I think is so important to do now. Plugging into the training is so important.
Yeah.
I think, one thing that I did learn back then, which is so true today, is building relationships with agents in the community is very important.
Yes.
And I think that maybe a lot of people, like, they forget that step, right? Like, you've got to build deep relationships with the agents in the community. Time blocking is definitely, that hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Right? If anything has changed, it's technology and really embracing the technology.
Yeah. But the basics of building relationships with agent, technology is not going to do that for you.
No.
You got to pick up the phone.
You can't sub that out.
You can't sub that out.
Can't.
Yeah.
You can't. And I remember when I was, just getting started, and it was a short sell, and I was short sell and also REOs.
Yeah.
And I just remember calling agents that weren't even, whether they were my brokerage or not, just calling them and introducing myself and asking if I can do open houses. And those relationships went a long way, because those that had escrows, REO agents that had escrows falling out of it, deals falling out of escrow, they would call me and say, do you have a buyer? Do you have a client? We know you're door knocking. We know that you're making phone calls. We know that you're prospecting. Do you have somebody for us? Because they didn't want to lose their asset manager, right? They didn't want to lose their account that they had.
Yeah.
So they would call and, we fell out of escrow. Do you have anybody? We know that you're out there prospecting. Those relationships matter.
Yeah.
So Anusha, like, you started in 2008. You did this Ignite program. How long would you say that it took?
From that point.
Yeah, for you to just like really like make a big change, or like you see those results of all of that work that you front loaded. About how long was it?
Yeah. So honestly, when I tell you that I jumped into learning because I was so scared, there was like no other option. I had to make this work. I got my license in December. I think it was hung in the market center in January. I closed my first transaction in February.
Wow.
And that year, that was my first year, I did 48 transactions.
Wow.
Yeah, now, was it like...
Wow.
Was it, I'm just going to dabble in this thing, and my babies are not going to eat, or...
All in.
I will figure the bleep out, because my babies need to eat.
That sounds like...
all in. It was like my daughter and I, and school, I was 100% all in. There was nothing. I put all the cards on the table.
Now, you've seen teams, you've been with teams. Could you say that if somebody...
She has her own team.
You have your own team.
Yeah.
That, like, somebody who's saying like, hey, like what would be the difference between doing it that way and the other way? Because Adrienne and I, we mastermind with top 1% agents, and I say if you could only I think I got this from I forgot what podcast I got this from, but the question was, if you could, I think it was Lewis Howes' School of Greatness, but anyway, he would say if you could only give one piece of advice to someone, and all the other advice you have is just going to get burned up in a warehouse fire, but you only had this one piece of advice, and I always ask these top 1% agents all across the country and all over the world, and they always said the same thing: join a team.
Yeah.
Join a team.
Plug in.
What would you say to that?
Plug in.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that, because if you're fortunate enough to have a strong team in your marketplace, which you guys are, world renowned.
Yeah. Don't join any team. Join a good team. Yeah.
Join a great team. And the reason for that is because they've already failed forward for you.
Yeah.
They have already invested time, energy, resources. They have the connections. They've been through the years of training. They've been through the different, like you guys have been through ups and downs of the cycles and the different markets. Like you have failed forward enough for everybody else, right?
Yeah.
For a new agent. So if there's a good team in your area, like plug into the team, because the expenses, the all of it, they take it all on, where you can then, as the new agent, you can focus. You can focus on what your strong suits are, and you can lean into the leverage. You can lean into the training. And right now, Gary Keller talks about this.
Yeah.
It's very common. It is what we are going to see. The future of real estate, I do believe it is teams.
Mm-hmm.
And I also believe that it's the teams that are going to own the market share and the inventory. And I strongly believe that. And as a new agent coming in, you can't outshine a team. Like there's not enough time in the day to do that.
Yeah, there isn't unless you're like one of these Marvel or X-Men characters that you can duplicate yourself and be in 5 different places at the same time.
Yeah, if quality of life is important to you, then join a team.
Yeah, because I think I hear the horror stories from people like, my auntie did real estate and she had no life. Yeah, because she was doing it all. And she had, I would say they should replace the word life with leverage.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes.
She had no life because she had no leverage.
Yeah.
So
I think it's so important. Like it's key. Join a team and watch what your business does.
Now, and this wasn't on our question list, but it did not to worry, because I only ask you questions that you already know, because you're in this. You're all the way in.
Yeah.
What would you say is key differences between teams that succeed at a high level and ones that just implode?
So the ones that implode, I believe, don't really pour into their people, and they don't really have their systems and strategies together. And I do believe that there's a lot of people out there that just say that they're a team, and it's just a bunch of people doing their own things.
Yeah.
Seasoned teams really lead with education and training and leverage and growth, and they really understand the market, and they really have their finger on the pulse of what is happening, and they're visionaries, right? They're like, this is what we need to do to move forward, and they're constantly reinvesting back into their people and their team.
Yeah.
And very growth minded. And I think it's important when people are looking to join a team that they ask those questions. I mean, it's the new agent that's being interviewed to be on the team, but they should also interview the team and ask them, like, what is your 5-year plan? What is your 10-year plan? What does it look like? What is the growth trajectory of your team? Like, how many units are you doing? How much market share do you own? What systems are you? Ask the right questions, because you don't want to be the person jumping from team to team.
I will tell you, we got a review for our hiring process. It was the best review ever, Adrienne. Who was it from?
It was from Cosmic Bunny.
Cosmic Bunny gave us a 1-star review for our hiring process, and she just basically
said that
it was super long description, and it was very insightful. She said,
your hiring process sucks.
Wow. You guys are so thorough and so intentional.
Yeah.
I mean, I've known you guys for so long, and amazing. If I was living in Hawaii, I'd want to be on your team.
Yeah. You know, and we know it works because we haven't hired any bunnies from outer space on our team. Didn't make it through.
So, Anusha, we talked about new agents, advice for new agents. We also have on our question list, what advice would you have for a seasoned agent?
Yeah, seasoned agent.
No, I loved that because obviously self-reflection, right? Because I would consider myself a seasoned. So it was like preaching to the choir. But I think it's so important to just for myself and for anybody I've been in this business now for 16 years. Anybody who's been in it for however many years, I would consider seasoned. Anybody who's like 10 and more, really, because then you've seen a cycle. Like what got us here won't get us there.
Yep.
Yes. What got me to today isn't going to get me to where I'm wanting to go, right? And growth requires change, but more importantly, like reinvention. And so I think for seasoned agents, it's important to recommit, like reinvent, refocus, right? Like lean into the reinvention. There's so much going on in our industry right now. Like lean into that. And we hear all the time, go back to the basics, but don't just go back to the basics and like skim through it.
Yeah.
Go back to the basics and master it. Go into mastery with the basics.
Yeah.
Right?
Embrace those basics. It's not sexy, it's not exciting, it's the basics, but it will get you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
Where you need to go, exactly. And then ask yourself, like, protect your energy, right? Protect your energy and focus and ask yourself, is this the highest and best use of my time?
I love that.
Ask yourself that. And then the other thing is, as a seasoned agent, like, diversify your value. Like, what does it look like for you? Are you like investing in yourself?
Yeah.
What do you have to, I don't want to say what do you have to show for all of the time and effort and energy, but like, what are you doing with that? What is your legacy? Right?
For Adrienne and I, we always have this conversation with our clients, and then therefore our team can have this conversation. Is that we never give advice we're not following ourselves. If we're telling you to invest in real estate, it's because we have real estate investments.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we're telling you to get up early and focus on you and go work out, it's because Adrienne and I are getting up early. One of the questions, Adrienne, what is the question that we stand up in a big circle, our entire team, and everybody has to answer this question, and your answer is either yes or not yet? What's the question?
Have you worked out in the last 24 hours?
So we call it positive peer pressure. That is the culture we have in our team, because if you don't re-energize yourself and take care of yourself, how are you going to give 100% not only to your clients, but to your family? Right.
Yeah, it's like taking care of yourself first, right? Like it's one of the first things we hear on the airplane.
Yeah.
That story, right? Like, how can you pour into anybody else? And in this business and in this industry, we are such a people business more than anything else. Like, how are you able to pour into another human being and their needs if you are not taking care of your own self?
What are one of the things that you do to either protect and or invigorate your mindset? And what are your thoughts on mindset in this business?
Well, I mean, I think mindset is everything. And I think that it really truly is. Yeah. And if you don't have the right mindset, if you're not there, like taking care of yourself and doing all, you cannot take care of anybody else. And so for me, sometimes in this business, we can get into a very like reactionary mode, like putting out fire after fire after fire, and then we haven't gotten anywhere. So I really, in the mornings, I try to, between 4:30 and 4:45, sometimes 5 o'clock, I'm up. And I'm sitting in front of my red light. I'm writing in my journal. I'm doing my little meditation. I'm saying my affirmations. I'm doing the things that I need to feel like, okay, I just loved myself. I just loved on me. I was there for me. I took care of me so that I don't have, I guess you could say, like resentment as the day goes by, or frustration as the day go by. Like I feel like I've accomplished what I've needed to. And then I've got that little 45 minutes to an hour before 8 a.m. to then I can go and look at, like, do I need to take care of some bills or take care of things that I need to take care of for my life, so that I don't feel like I'm behind the 8 ball. Because, the first couple years, like maybe 5-6 years of being in real estate, the anxiety of like not enough time in the day to do all the things.
Yes.
That wreaks havoc on your life, right? So that was why the feed myself first.
And hello, newsflash for everybody. There'll always be more things to do in a day than time to do it.
Gotta have the priority list.
You know, it'll be on your headstone. Oops, one more thing.
Yeah, one more thing. Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you could be calm and relaxed and happy and all of those things, like because you took care of yourself and you did the things that you felt like you, as the time goes on, like you come to meet with your clients like in a happy, excited way. Right?
Show
like
up better.
You feel, exactly, 100%.
You know, my agents come to me, I say, let me look at your calendar. And I said, what are you time blocking for? And they're so excited to show me all this prospecting and appointments and all this, you know, script
door knocking
practice and door knocking. I said, where's exercise? Where's meditation? Where's date night with your significant other? Where's the time with your kids? Because show me what's on your calendar and how you're spending your time, and you telling me what's important to you. And I will tell you, Anusha, have you ever come across a realtor that said, dang it, you know, towards the end of their life saying, I wish I had sold more houses? No, not one of us.
No.
Tell us, to wrap it up, kind of tell us where you're at.
We got a couple minutes left.
Yeah, tell us where you're at with your success in your life with real estate. Where are you at today?
Well, where am I at today? I mean, I've got my team is doing really well. I'm actually working as a regional director for Keller Williams in Central Southern California. So I'm watching the region grow and the leadership journey. The real estate has taken me on this leadership journey, which I've really enjoyed and been grateful for. And that's the thing with real estate. You never know who you're going to meet, the people you're going to meet, where your growth is going to go from there, right? So the market is very different today than it was even a year ago. It's exciting. I'm at the stage in life and in my real estate journey where the market shifts like this, and it's so exciting to me.
Yeah. Well,
because we've seen it before and we know what to do. When we know what to do.
Well,
exactly.
What motivated us to have you on the show is you were in town teaching a class. We're hoping to see you back in Hawaii. And I will tell you, anybody, if you see on any of our social media or any kind of marketing that Anusha is back into town,
come see her. She's going to teach an amazing course.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter.
I'm excited. I'll be back. I'll be back there next year. I'll be back there in 26 for sure.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what comes out of her mouth. If she says something, write it down and then act on it. There's your tip of the week. All right. Thank you, Anusha, for being on the show.
Thank you so much for being our guest and providing such insights for our listeners. And it was fun getting caught up.
And we'll have you on again.
Good. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Aloha.
All right.
Bye-bye.
I love you.
Love you too. Okay. Thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Jody and Derek of Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley of Allstate Insurance.
Kenji with Peter Post Home Inspection.
John with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke with Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Robinson Fine Line Paintworks.
Empty with Estate Planning Group.
Jason Wu, Attorney at Law.
Rhino with Hawaii Unified.
Janice of Dreamhouse Drafting.
Fabio with Hawaii Water Damage Restoration.
Kyle of Impact Wealth.
Brian with Cleanscape.
Benji of Hawaii Referral Agents.
And Danny with DHA Financial. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, all you got to do is go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Leah Rodriguez, our producer here in the studio, and Sheen, our video producer.
Chee-hoo.
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life.
Forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed
Sold program. If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price in our time frame, we'll have it bought for cash. Thanks and aloha.